This is... How's my hair?
Yeah, you got
See
it.
my hair? My hair's good?
You got it.
Wait. My hair, I can't see my hair.
No, because you can probably put it into your neck now.
I can't see my... I can see it in this little reflection. My hair is nappy.
Happy?
This is Zachary CRUZ, and I'm here with Lucian.
Well, at least I got hair.
I'm here with Lucian Hughes, Rex Hughes, and he's going to tell me about his new novel that he's coming out with.
Well, it's a pretty interesting novel. It's about a young man that is turning into manhood, but he has a lot of problems because his mind doesn't work like most people's mind, because he sees things differently. And he thinks that for some reason all the girls think he's real good looking, and they come over to him and everything, but 10 minutes later they're running off from him. And he thinks that they're taking advantage of him, when really everything he does is his own fault and he doesn't realize it. He goes through a lot of problems, and he has trouble with people with white pickup, because they run him off the road and they splash him with water, and they run stop signs in front of him, but he has a wreck because of one of the white pickups, and the police arrest him. Give him the ticket. They didn't arrest him. Okay, so he argues with the police and everything, but they still give him a ticket. And he goes down and he rents a white pickup truck himself, and he forces a car off the road. The police pick him up, and he says, "Wait, I got a white pickup. I'm forward to all sorts of charges because I got a white pickup." And they says, "Yeah, but other white pickups don't run the mayor's daughter off the road." They take him to jail. The judge releases him. He comes out, and he comes out saying, "I've done hard time. I've done hard time. I'm bad. I'm real bad." And he goes and buys him a motorcycle-looking clothes, and then he buys him a motorcycle, and he goes around town acting like the bad man. But soon he has to go back to work. Well, when he comes home, his mama takes a baseball bat after him. "What are you dressed like?" she says, and she grabs her baseball bat and she chases him around the house and makes him change into his decent clothes so he can go to work. Well, he goes to work, and he has this good-looking girl that works close to him, and she's always smiling at him and treating him right. And one day she asked him for a ride home, and so he gives her a ride home, and he comes back the next day, and he starts telling her how much he likes her and all this, and she says, "I just used you for a ride home, that's all. I didn't want to marry you." So she broke up with him. And then one of his girlfriends used to be his girlfriend when he was 6 years old. At least she was a friend. And she was real into a lot of boyfriends and had a lot of boyfriends, and she lives next door to him. She comes over and asks him if he would take her out. So he takes her out, and she's telling him how much she loves him and all this. And he says, "Well, how come you was always with those other guys?" She says, "Oh, they were just friends. You're my boyfriend." And he finds out she invites him out dancing. And so he goes dancing, and she leaves him at the table, and she goes dancing with these other 3 or 4 other guys the rest of the night, and leaves him sitting there. And he asked her about it, and she says, "Oh, I couldn't find you. I wasn't looking for you." And he said, "Well, I sat at the table right across from you and them boys." She said, "Oh, no, I wasn't with them boys. I was with you." Well, they break up. And then a week or 2 later, her father comes over to him and tells him, "You got my girl pregnant. You're going to have..." He said, "How can that be? I never even touched your daughter." And come to find out, she was using him because the father trusted him, but he didn't trust the other boys she went out with. So she would tell her father that she was going with with Roy to the dance hall, when really she was getting over, dropping Roy and going with other boys. That's about basically it.
So the main character of your book's name
Roy
is Roy.
Scatterbug, and his mother, they came from ancient royalty, and she named him Royal Prince Scatterbug. But that's on all his business cards and everything else, which leads him into a lot of trouble when he checks into hotels such as. They think he's royalty.
So what is the title of your new novel?
Why is my life so wretched?
Can we expect any surprising twists in the book?
A lot of them. Every page is a surprising twist. Every chapter is. Odd things happen to this poor boy. He meets girls. They fall head in love with him the first minute. 20 minutes later, they're running off from him. And you'll see why when you read the novel.
So, when is the expected release date for this novel?
Oh, who knows? I hope soon, but it'll probably take at least a year. At the minimum, be about a year.
Is there anything you want to say to your loyal fans?
Woo! Yeah, buy the book.
Let's see. Can I have your autograph?
I can't spell my name.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you can have my autograph. Run out of wind.
Can you make some funny faces for the camera?
My face is funny without making funny faces.
All
Is
right.
that funny enough?
Mhm.
Okay.
Do you have any other novels coming up?
Oh yeah. Man called Diablo and the Van Wolf Man and what was the other one? Oh, Where's Johnny?
Are you planning to make a series of novels?
Got one or two of them. I think I'm gonna make. I'm make a sequel for all of them except Where's Johnny, because Johnny has to end because it's a horror book, so it's got to have. I don't like horror books without real endings to them. So no, it will be a definite ending to it. It's kind of a spooky story, and it deals with ghosts and real people. It's real strange too. And then Van Wolf is this woman, this young girl, was attacked in the middle of the night on a lonely street by a werewolf, and he bit her. But all of a sudden, this man comes rushing out of the dark, and fights the wolf off, and then comes to the girl, and she's dying, and he tries to wake her up, and he says, "Look, I can save you." He says, but that would mean that you'd have to live throughout eternity. And she was out. She passed out. So when she wakes up, she's laying in bed in at home, and she wakes up and she starts screaming and everything. And he says, "I saved you. I saved you from the werewolf. He bit you though. So I had to bite you because I'm a vampire." And so with the mixture, it fights off you having to turn into a werewolf, but you will be a vampire. And it turns out that she's pregnant from her ex-boyfriend who had left her. And she said, "You're going to, we're going to have to kill the baby." Just one sec, because he may come out as a werewolf, and they're not really werewolves. Says the devil has sent these people out to conquer the world, and we are here to save them. And there's only a few of us because we haven't been surviving. There's not very many of us, and we have to fight these demons off. And your child may be half demon, and that would be So the girl gets mad, no, we're not killing him. So they end up with a romance and getting married thing, you know. And the baby is born. And when he's in kindergarten, or daycare rather, a little boy comes running out to the teacher screaming that the boy had turned into a monster. And she came running out and asked the boy what was the matter. I said, nothing, I don't know. He said, he just got mad at me. I guess he thinks I'm ugly or something. The boy says, no, he had long teeth and his face was hair. I said, no, you believe that? And she said, no. So she punishes the little boy that he's scared. And he grows up with these, except one thing, he's not evil. He's good. And he turns into a vampire or a werewolf. He never knows which one he's going to turn into. And when he gets real angry, he turns into a wolf. But when someone is being hurt real bad, or he wants to save them, he'll go and he turns into a vampire and saves their lives and chases the bad away. And he fights the demons. He grows up fighting the demons, and he can change to either one of them, and he can get in with them, and they think he's one of them, but really he's like an undercover agent. When he gets about 18, he really becomes protecting the human race. His mother and father once in a while will visit and get him out of trouble. But that's basically the theory of the book.
So,
So I'm tired.
okay, well, that would be a word from the fabulous new author.
The what?
That would be a word from the fabulous new author.
Oh, I thought said Fatty knew you.
Okay.
Close.
So, can you do a sign off for us?
Sign off. Such as.
Thanks for watching,
Like
what?
Like goodbye?
Goodbye. Alright, one more time.
Read Facebook. Read MySpace. They'll all be coming on advertising them once I get word that the books are going to be published. Not books, novels. There's a difference. People don't realize it, but a book is like true history, true things that happen. A novel is strictly a lie.
Okay, so hopefully this does not spark a raging debate over book novel, issues.
Issues. It shouldn't. It shouldn't raise any.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that would help it public-wise. That's the reason a lot of them get into these scrapes and they come up with bad things about the novel, good things about the novel. That's only publicity. It's either a good novel or it's not. If it's good, it'll sell. If it's not, it won't sell.
Okay, so this has been reporter Zachary CRUZ for this one video. Okay.
Bye.